Hi everyone. I am going to be talking to you today about my very favorite movie of all time, The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz to me symbolizes idealism, family ties, responsibility to your family, and just knowing that you were loved and wanted right where you are from the beginning. Dorothy is a young girl who is lost in the little world of black and white that she lives in the first half of the movie, she's seen not getting along with her family, going through trials and tribulations with them. She sings the iconic Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and that song still today gives me the chills. She gets caught in a twister, actually, and the same people that you see in the first half of the movie get transported as different characters with her to the land of Oz. She gets plopped down in the middle of nowhere, but she opens the door, and all of a sudden, there is nothing but color. This was the first movie that was ever produced in color, so that was the big thing in that moment. So as she goes in, she's in Munchkin Land. All the Munchkins are running around, thanking her for dropping her house on the Wicked Witch of the East. Glinda the Good Witch comes and really explains to her the situation. So there's always that one person guiding you. Dorothy then meets the Wicked Witch of the West, who happens to be the sister of the Bad Witch, who is very upset about the circumstances of her sister's passing and wants the ruby red slippers that Dorothy is now the owner of. Glinda reminds her to stay prompt in those shoes, not to take them off. Dorothy goes on her journey to Oz. In Oz, she's to find a wizard who is supposed to be grand enough to be able to get her home. On her journey, she finds three friends who happen to be the same people from the first half of the movie. Her best friend, the Scarecrow, who needed a brain, the Tin Man, who wanted a heart, and the Cowardly Lion, who wanted courage. Throughout their journey to get to Oz, they are hit with a lot of issues from the witch. She keeps throwing roadblocks in their paths, but they have the stick to itiveness to beat them and keep on going. They get to Oz and meet the wizard, who is not so grand at all, who basically tells them, in order for me to help you, you've got to take out the Wicked Witch of the West and bring me proof. So after Dorothy gets abducted by the Wicked Witch and her flying monkeys, literally, her friends decide that they're going to get to Dorothy. They go and they get her, they support her, and at the end they actually end up taking out the witch. I'm sure you've heard the line, "I'm melting, I'm melting." They take the broomstick as proof to the wizard, who, come to find out, is no wizard at all. He is actually the magician that she saw in her black and white world. So when Dorothy finally comes to realize there is no way to get home, Glinda reminds her she had the power to go home the whole time. Cue the line, just click your heels 3 times. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Dorothy then has to leave her friends in Oz, but wakes back up in her real world. Same people, just their real selves, who don't believe her dream, but Dorothy knows how real it was. That is the quickest version I could come up with to summarize such an iconic movie. But I have come to realize that I'm on my own journey to Oz. I'm trying to find my happy ending. I think the wizard explaining to her three friends they always had what they wanted, they just didn't know how to find it. Everyone has a brain, everyone has a heart, and we all have courage. I think we're all in the process now of trying to find our own wizard to be told the same things. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a great afternoon.